Hi everyone. Welcome back to Hireability HQ, the channel that helps you stand out, get noticed, and get hired. Today, I'm breaking down the top 20 job interview questions. For each question, I'll explain why interviewers ask it and how you should answer it. I'll also provide 2 sample responses, one for an office administrator and one for a nurse. Let's get started. Question 1. Tell me about yourself. Interviewers ask this to see who you are professionally and whether you fit the role. To answer, use the present, past, future structure. Keep it professional, short, and relevant to the job. For an office administrator, currently, I manage daily office operations and scheduling. Previously, I supported a team of 15 and improved file systems. Moving forward, I want to grow in a structured administrative environment like yours. For a nurse, I'm currently a registered nurse in general care. I've worked in both outpatient and inpatient settings. I'm now looking to join a facility that values compassionate, patient-centered care like yours. Question 2. Why should we hire you? They ask this to test confidence and see if you understand their needs. How to answer? Highlight 3 things: skills, experience, and results. Office administrator. You should hire me because I'm organized, reliable, and experienced in managing busy offices. I streamline processes and help teams stay efficient. Nurse. You should hire me because I provide safe, patient-focused care and work well under pressure. I'm committed to delivering high-quality nursing care. Question 3. What are your strengths? They ask this to see if your strengths match the job requirements. How to answer? Choose 3 strengths. Give short examples. Office administrator. My strengths are organization, clear communication, and multitasking. I keep operations smooth even on busy days. Nurse. My strengths are empathy, attention to detail, and quick decision-making in emergencies. Question 4. What is your weakness? They ask this to see self-awareness and honesty. How to answer? Pick a non-critical weakness, show improvement, and end with confidence. Office administrator. I used to take on too many tasks myself. I'm improving by delegating and communicating early. Nurse. I used to become emotionally attached to patients. I now balance empathy with healthy boundaries. Question 5. Why do you want this job? They want to make sure you're motivated and informed. How to answer? Mention the company, the role, and career alignment. Office administrator. I want this job because your company values structure and teamwork, which match my working style. Nurse. I want this job because your hospital is known for excellent patient care, and I want to contribute to that mission. Question 6. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? They ask this to check ambition and stability. How to answer? Show growth, not unrealistic goals. Office administrator. I see myself advancing into a senior administrative or operations role. Nurse. I see myself specializing in critical care or mentoring new nurses. Question 7. Describe a difficult situation and how you handled it. They ask this to test problem solving and calmness under stress. How to answer? Use STAR, situation, task, action, result. Office administrator. When schedules overlapped frequently, I reorganized our calendar system and reduced conflicts by 40%. Nurse. I once had a patient refusing medication. I listened, explained calmly, involved the physician, and resolved the issue. Question 8. How do you handle pressure? They ask this to see if you can perform under stress. How to answer? Mention organization, prioritization, and calmness. Office administrator. I stay calm, break tasks down, and focus on the most urgent items first. Nurse. I follow protocols, stay patient-focused, and communicate clearly with the team. Question 9. What motivates you? They ask this to understand your passion and work style. How to answer? Connect your motivation to the job. Office administrator. I'm motivated by creating organized systems that help the team work efficiently. Nurse. I'm motivated by helping patients recover and feel safe. Question 10. Why did you leave your last job? They ask this to check professionalism and avoid red flags. How to answer? Stay positive. Never blame. Office administrator. I left to look for more growth opportunities. Nurse. I'm looking for a supportive environment where I can grow clinically. Question 11. What do you know about our company? They ask this to see preparation and true interest. How to answer? Mention facts, values, and why they matter to you. Office administrator. You focus on customer satisfaction and efficient operations, which matches my strengths. Nurse, you're known for excellent patient outcomes and compassionate care, which I admire. Question 12. Describe a time you worked in a team. Teamwork is essential everywhere. How to answer. Choose a real team success story. Office administrator. I worked with HR and finance to redesign onboarding, improving speed and clarity. Nurse. Our team coordinated to stabilize a critical patient quickly and safely. Question 13. How do you handle conflict at work? They ask this to test maturity and communication skills. How to answer. Show calm, private, solution-focused communication. Office administrator. I discuss issues privately, listen, and find a solution we both agree on. Nurse. I understand first, clarify expectations, and involve supervisors only when necessary. Question 14. What makes you a team player? They ask this to gauge cooperation and attitude. How to answer. Mention communication, support, and reliability. Office administrator. I communicate clearly, share tasks, and help the team stay organized. Nurse. I support colleagues during busy shifts and ensure seamless patient care. Question 15. How do you stay organized? Organization affects productivity. How to answer. Mention your system or tools. Office administrator. I use calendars, task lists, and digital tools to keep everything in order. Nurse. I record patient details promptly and follow structured routines. Question 16. What tools or software are you familiar with? They ask this to see your technical competence. How to answer. Match tools to job requirements. Office administrator. Microsoft Office, Google Workspace, scheduling tools, and CRMs. Nurse. Electronic health records, monitoring systems, and hospital software. Question 17. Describe a time you improved a process. They ask this to see initiative. How to answer. Show measurable improvement. Office administrator. I redesigned our filing system, reducing search time by 50%. Nurse. I proposed a clearer handover format that improved communication accuracy. Question 18. How do you ensure accuracy in your work? They ask this to avoid errors that cost time or risk safety. How to answer. Mention double-checking, verification, and attention to detail. Office administrator. I double-check documents and confirm information before sending. Nurse. I cross-check medication orders and follow the 5 rights of medication safety. Question 19. Do you prefer working independently or in a team? They ask this to see flexibility. How to answer. Say both with examples. Office administrator. I'm comfortable working alone, but I thrive when collaborating. Nurse. I do both, independent tasks like assessments and teamwork during emergencies. Question 20. Do you have any questions for us? They ask this to see engagement and professionalism. How to answer. Ask about growth, training, culture, not salary. Office administrator. What growth opportunities are available in this department? Nurse. What is your nurse-to-patient ratio on a typical shift? Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, like, share, and subscribe to Hireability HQ, where we help you stand out, get noticed, and get hired. See you in the next video.